Hello there, welcome to Hoojies Garage. I'm at the Saab Car Museum now, but this is the summer of 2026 and the original museum building is being rebuilt. So they have moved all the cars into this place. This is a temporary exposition or temporary museum, you could say. There is a Saab 9.5 Estate. Not that common car, only some pre-series cars were built and they managed to register this one. That's a bit interesting. Let's go inside. So here we have all the cars that you have seen in the old museum, or the other museum, if I may say so, like this old prototype. But there are a few cars, or quite a few cars, that there were no room for. If we look here again, you see there is much more space here. So they've also put the cars a bit more dense, I must say. But there are cars here that were not on display in the old museum, and those cars I will take a closer look at because I think that's a bit interesting. I mean, I have done a video from the old museum, and anyone who wants to look at that, just search in my video list. But here, let's look at the cars that are a bit special. So here we have a row of 92 and some rallying 92 car, and we are getting through the evolution then. 93 front hinged, 95, 96 and so on. But the first car that I found to be really special and that I've never seen before, we have it over here. I'm not sure if the Daihatsu are on display, or well, Daihatsu, the car badge Daihatsu, the old 99 prototype, if that's been on display all the time at the or the ordinary museum, or whatever I should call it. But here we have something this I have never seen before. So the car is very obviously a Saab 900 from 1980 something, 81 it says on a little sign here, but it doesn't have the original front suspension. This is more Saab 9000 like in a way, and the engine layout is transverse, whatever this kind of well, it's some sort of an early 9000 mule car, one could say. Really interesting to see, although it's just a test car in a way. Yeah. Then there's a little sign here giving you a bit more of info for anyone who's interested. Now that's one car. Let's see. There are, well, these badge engineering cars. Here's the stick, the car with the steering stick, or a joystick. That weird thing. You see, completely crazy car in a way. Conceptual and interesting idea, but well, it was more a way to gain publicity. I think the car was not all that easy to drive. All right, so a Subaru, a Chevrolet Buick something kind of Saab, the Cadillac BLS, that is a Saab 9.3 in a sharper suit in a way. This one here, we have something a bit special in a way. This is also a Subaru. Some call it 9.6, but I have never seen this one at the original museum, but it's apparently part of the collection one way or the other. But I've seen the car in the days when things were going on for real, and it must have been inside the design center. So it's a rebadged Subaru, what did they call it, Tribeca, This is probably just a mock-up somehow, but if it would have been a car, there would have been a 6-cylinder boxer engine here. I think I'm glad that the car never made it into volume production. But interesting design experiment at least. Oops. Yeah. See. I have to back off a bit. Well. Then there are not as many concept cars here as there were in the old museum, or again, I shouldn't say old, the normal museum. There is maybe 1 or 2 more cars here that are cut up a bit like this. The old 93, I think, were at the old museum. There is a caravan there built by Saab, 2 glass fiber shells that's been put together like that. Light wagon or light caravan. Then there is another car over there that I have not seen before, and that's the greenish estate. So this one is early 1970s, 1971 as the sign says. So this is also then just a design experiment in a way. For some reason they decided not to go with this design and make this, let's say, a bit more conventional estate. Instead they choose to do the kombi coupe, as some call it, or hatchback or something. And well, this became quite popular in its days. What would have happened with this one, no one knows, but the decision was to go for that design and not this. The blue car that you can see over there, that is also an estate. That one is typically at display on the museum, but this one is new at being on display like this. Then let's see, what else do we have here? Well, the production Saab 99, an early one before the headlight wipers. Then we have an EMS with some extra coloring that I think someone has put on it afterwards. Not really original. Maybe influenced by some rally car to some degree. We have the Frankfurt turbo car from '77.
It's the first of its kind. We know about them. It's all the requirements.
With its nice pearl paint and pearl painted Inca wheels. Then let's think here. What else is new that I haven't seen here before? Let me think. Saab 98, I think they have had on display every now and then. Hope I'm not missing something. But this weird, looks like a post-delivery car, has typically not been on display. And it's said to be electric even. I don't know much about it other than that the grille looks like a Saab 99. But here we have something a bit different also. Even 2 cars, I would say. I don't think I've seen these 2 on display in the other area. Let's take a closer look here. So they call this the James Bond car. Yeah, they call this the James Bond car. I don't know if this has ever been in a movie. I'm not sure if it made it into a movie or not, but it's it's been equipped with lots of funny equipment. Let me think now. Yeah, they even have something from a Saab jet fighter with the kind of old-fashioned head-up display. I don't know if it has an ejector seat or not, but it has all sorts of funny equipment. But it's a bit of a gimmick. Here, though, we have another mule car. So crash requirements in the US were becoming tougher and tougher, and the Saab 99 just didn't pass those. So here we have a mule car that's been extended. It looks really weird, but this is something before the real Saab 900 was developed. Okay, let's see here. Then there are two Saab Sonets over here that I've seen many times before, but they haven't always been on display in the museum. So let's take a look here. Yeah, so there was a design competition when Saab were to pick up the Sonnet again. So in the mid-60s, two prototype cars were built, but they were not built in secrecy. They were built and shown for the public. So here we have one made at MFI, as the company was called, down in Malmö area, made really not by Saab engineers. And then here it even says Sason. So this one has been designed by Saab people, and especially then Sixten Sason, the freelance Saab designer. This one, if you look around me here from the other direction, then the cars are very different. And I don't know if one could say that this one looks more Saabish than that one. The front end, well, they put in a little Saab grill here. Yeah, so they put in a Saab grill on this one, but the one that normal people liked the best was this one. Now this is, as far as I understand, this is a metal body. At least it kind of looks like that. That's a plastic car. You can almost see how it's become a bit wobbly in its finish, but this one is straight and proper. So the first Sonnet then was inspired by this, and then we have this one, and that's a two-stroker. There is no Saab V4 Sonnet here right now with the adaptation for the V4 engine, but well, interesting cars. So the question is there something more here that's kind of new? Yes, there were. I were about to forget them. There are two convertible prototypes here also that typically not are on display. Let's take a closer look over here. So there's a whole lineup of convertibles here, ranging from the Independence 9.3 over there, and you see the facelifted here, and the quite an early new generation 9.3 convertible, and the old, what should I call it, the mid-generation convertible, and the original one. But this looks somewhat different in terms of the, what would you call it, tonneau cover or something. But the other one looks very different, with some sort of a targa roof over the front seats. Really special, and I must say quite good looking also. Interesting car, right? Let's see if the sign says something more about it. So they even have a podium where you can get a bit of an overview of the museum here. You see a Formula Junior and you see a Saab 94X there and a 900 Turbo Aero, nice car. 2-stroke Sonett, one more. Early Saab 99, the EV1, 900 3-door. Well, quite an interesting place to visit. All right, so that was all from Hoojies Garage today. Hope you found this little visit at the box interesting. Take care, bye bye.